Hey everyone, Jamie Hartman here, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro, also a Cashion crew member. I'd like to share with you today something I've been doing for about the last 10, 12, 15 years. It's just a knot, a fluorocarbon knot specifically. The fluorocarbon knot that I tie is completely different than what I tie with braid. I do use it with monofilament, but fluorocarbon is one thing that we've struggled with when it started to hit the market years ago. What knot to tie? Well, I went through and I've done a whole bunch of different knots. I've tested them. There's one knot that I've come up with that has been tried and true many times for me. I find it to be the strongest fluorocarbon knot you could possibly tie. It's clean, it's strong, and it just simply works. So let me show that to you. So I've got a worm hook here. So I'm going to come in through the front of the hook. Immediately I'm going to take that line and double it onto itself. So I'm making a loop. I'm pinching it on top. So that's giving me a loop, and I'll show you the loop that I'm talking about. But we're going to take and wrap around those two lines that I put together 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you look, I've got a loop on the bottom. There's an empty hole right there. So I'm going to take that tagged in and I'm going to go through the bottom loop, and then where you've pinched it the whole time, if you let it go and pinch below it, you've got a top loop. So I'm going to go through the top loop, and I'm going to, there's your knot right there. Now you definitely have to wet this knot because it slides on itself. So anytime you've got a line that slides on itself, no matter if it's fluorocarbon or monofilament, make sure you lube it pretty good, tighten that and slide it down, and there you have a very clean knot. That's called the San Diego knot. You can YouTube it. They'll show you a diagram on how to do it. It's very simple, but it's one of the easiest and strongest knots that I found by far. So now that I've finished with that, you fish a lot of grass and everything, moss, anytime you're fishing in something like that, if you cut that tagged end, like I've seen some of these knots that have 2 or 3 tagged ends sticking up out of the deal. You know, I don't get why you would want that, but my little trick is you've got your main line, your tagged end. So all I'm going to do is take that tagged end one more time and just do like a small granny knot right over the main line. And what you do is you pull it downward. So now when I go and I trim that tagged end, the tagged end's sticking down. It's not going to grab on any kind of moss or any kind of grass, and it keeps you clean. Even if that gets you 2 or 3 more bites during the day that you would have regularly had grass on the end of your line, on your bait, well, there you go. That's 2 or 3 more fish that could absolutely change your day.